Happy Trail Mix.
Michaela is my favorite kind of guy. Surprise! She's got no dick and is kinda shy. But if a bad situation were to arise, she rip out that blue hair we so despise. Smoke fucking danks till the sun fucking rise. Gonna sketch shit till the Sharpies fucking die. Going at Nat say goodbye. When's the last time we even drank a chai? Aw, flaky friends always making us sigh.
True. Fuck our friends.
How many?
Because she's Michaela.
Yeah.
She's McAnal.
Heck
And your
yeah.
argument is void and null. Your face looking terrible. Michaela looking beautiful.
Oh,
Cutest
yeah.
of them fucking all because she's Michaela.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's McAnal.
Yeah.
You're gonna suck up Blair White with the shiny overbites. You ever heard of women's rights? YouTube late nights, makeup videos, abridged fucking shows. Hoes don't even know shit about Yu-Gi-Oh! Why we like Kim? Things are looking grim. Commit the fucking sin of the Kardashians.
Well, how many
because she's
fucking
Michaela.
verses are there of this?
She's
This rock is
McAnal.
exposing all my secrets.
And your argument is void and null. Your face looking terrible. Michaela looking beautiful. Cutest of the fucking all because she's Michaela.
That's right, I'm the cutest.
Yeah, she's McAnal.
And we love her so much.
Yay!
So everybody, we have good news and we have bad news.
The good news is the rap is over.
The good news is the rap is over. The bad news is Michaela's not actually pregnant.
Yeah.
Turns out it was
God
a really
damn
bad
it.
yeast infection.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We had a scare. There was some tingling in my vagine. But it turns out that even though I tried so hard and I prayed, it was just a yeast infection.
It didn't. That doesn't see. They always told me if you pray hard enough,
Yeah.
God will impregnate
And
you.
I prayed hard enough and God gave me a yeast infection.
Can someone tell me if it's true or not that you can bake bread in your vagina?
You can make wine in your vagina.
Yeah, we
You
have
can do
discussed
You
anything.
can
this.
do anything with the vagina, dude.
The vagina is like, it's like stem cells. It could be anything. But that's why people are scared of them.
Yeah.
Alright, today is also a very special episode. First off, I'd like to say Happy Hallows Eve.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah.
Happy Trail Mix's first Halloween, and in celebration, we're not having a Halloween
That's
episode
right.
because fuck you and your standards.
Yeah.
Yay!
So, to defeat your expectations, we'll be having an art episode. We all happen to be artists except Lochran.
Except
He's a disgrace.
Lochran. Fuck Lochran.
He used to write,
That's
I think.
what they say.
What happened, Lochran?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I can tell you what happened because
Oh.
I was there for it.
Michaela's
Oh.
women
That's
splaining.
Quit fucking mansplaining my life, Michaela.
Listen, I'm queer splaining your life away, and here's how it's
Oh
gonna
my
go.
God.
Once upon a time, there was a great artist by the name of Lochran, and he practiced painting every single day. And then one day, he accidentally painted an anthropomorphic wolf, and he became a furry and never looked back. His art skills
Ew.
have vanished, and he only knows the way of the furry
He
now.
became the furry he
See,
drew.
The problem, yeah, he just he didn't realize he had a magic paintbrush and it transformed him into the wolf.
Do you guys know the show or movie from Cartoon Network called Out of Jimmy's Head?
No,
I've
was it
heard
a
of
Jimmy
it.
Neutron spinoff?
No, it was this show and a movie that was a combination of live action and cartoons. And it was like Jimmy would think of these cartoon characters and then they would come to life. So it was like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, but with
Okay.
drawing. So
But
that's what
more
Lochran
lonely.
did. So the original Lochran got stabbed by the wolf he drew, and we just talked to that wolf now.
Oh, so the wolf has just assumed his identity.
Yes.
Okay.
The original Lochran is actually a really good person.
Yeah, it would have been nice to meet him.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
just a
thank you
big
for
gay
joining us, Mr.
asshole.
Wolf.
The
Yeah,
original
it's my
Lochran has
pleasure.
a really popular podcast.
Is it Happy Trail Mix? Is
No.
it Happy Tail Wag?
Yeah, it's Happy Granola Bar.
So
Dude, happy
this
Bark
week,
Wolf.
Oh my god.
is the art episode.
Yeah,
so,
how
Obscur,
exciting.
what is art?
Art is whatever you want it to be within limits.
Shut the fuck up. Give me the actual definition of art, you hippie bitch.
Oh my god, there's a real definition?
Literally,
Oh my
Lachlan,
God.
we're art students.
The
and
definition
we say
from
art can be
Google.com is that art is the expression or application of human creative skill and
skills
imagination.
and imagination.
Typically
in
a
visual form.
such
It's
as
a
painting or
painting.
sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily
primarily
for
for
their beauty
beauty
or
or
emotional power.
Emotional power, the art of the Renaissance, synonyms, fine art, artwork, he studied art, the various
Oh
The
god,
various
where are you bringing
branches
this
of
from?
creative
I can't read
artistic.
along.
activities such as painting, music, literature, and dance.
Let's get
My
lit.
favorite segment on the show is when we just read things off the internet.
Badly, too. Today
Dude, you guys were going with it, so I couldn't stop. I was committed to the bit.
So for our topics today, we'll just be discussing various art topics. So I'm going to keep them a secret, as all of us have a topic, but we haven't told each other them for the most part. But we'll be starting off with some art news. This happened just last month. September's last month, right? Technically?
Almost.
Okay, good.
I mean, like, it is, but barely.
Well, it was September 28th, so it really was about a month ago. Well, an artist known as Trevor Paglin, he's an American artist, is making space public art. He will be putting this dumbass looking thing that looks like a plumb bob from The Sims into space. Although it doesn't really matter what it looks like. I guess what's important is that he's flinging something into space that you can see with the naked eye.
So,
Okay.
is it just to be able to see it?
Oddly enough, yeah, this article said it's just for aesthetics, but that can't be right.
It's
He must have a reason.
Gotta be very expensive.
Yeah.
He's just
Like,
doing
right
it for the
here.
looks. He's spending
It
billions
must
of
be some
dollars for a
rich
laugh.
guy.
Yeah. It's called the orbital reflector, and it will be a sculpture
Oh, wait. Okay, no, I know what this is. This is a doomsday device.
that...
It's like, I've seen this in not one, but at least 2 James Bond movies.
That's good.
Very nice.
Yeah, the article goes on to say that the sculpture will be in a low Earth orbit for terrestrial viewers to watch and track with an app, and it also adds that it is a useless
It's
satellite.
a useless satellite serving no purpose beyond the aesthetic.
Is it really just for the aesthetic?
I mean, this
It's
is...
gotta have another reason.
You guys,
No?
we were in art history together, remember?
Yeah.
Who was that couple who did those really big, like, land-based...
Oh, I know what
like...
you're talking about. Like the Pink Islands.
Exactly. So this has got to be something like that, just in space. It just
It's-
seems a little
I
uninspired, if you
feel
ask
like
me. It's
there's
a little
something
derivative.
about making art that everyone gets to see that I was reading that an argument that this kind of art is inappropriate because anyone can see it because you just look at the sky and you see it.
Isn't
It's
that
gonna
the
be
fucking
a tiny speck.
Isn't that the whole fucking point of art? Is that it's for everyone?
Oh, it should be.
Who? What fucking elitist douche asshole is sitting up there like, if the poor people can see my art, then it is
Well, a lot
trash."
actually.
The
Art
joke
history is
is-
fucked up.
I mean,
All artists are assholes.
Yeah, most artists that we've read about are either assholes or friends with assholes. Or
Yeah.
they draw assholes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're usually the nicest ones, though. Yeah, pretty nice. Oh, supported by Microsoft Surface and Audi. So
Okay.
that's how they're pulling in the money for it. And so, 2 months from now, this art installation is going to burn up. It's going to enter the atmosphere and burn up before it hits the ground.
is
Right.
it in space yet? Or
Oh, that's a good point, because this
Did-
is from the end of September.
did they launch it into space? When is it supposed to go up? Because if it
Shit.
so it's send it up, and then 2 months after it orbits, it's gonna fall and burn.
Yes.
All right, yeah, I mean that's how gravity
Wait, does
works.
it...
But
I'm trying to see if it says when they're doing it.
this is how I know this is actually a doomsday device, though, because no one
Oh,
would
here
do
we go.
this.
April 2018. It will be folded into a brick-sized package and packed into a CubeSat. I don't know what that means. Which will be
Sat.
strapped to a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, blasted beyond the atmosphere, and then released to orbit
Dear
350 miles above the surface of the Earth.
For a
And then it'll
fucking art
naturally blow up.
installation.
So, Obscure, how do you feel about this?
I'm kind of with you. I don't really see the point he's trying to make, especially because the article says it serves no purpose beyond the aesthetic. And usually, even modern art isn't. There's usually some kind of weird purpose that the artist gives.
But my qualm with it is like, is it gonna look like it does in that picture, just a big diamond thing?
Yeah, because that's probably... I'm pretty sure that's just a mock-up, so yeah.
It's ugly.
It's
like,
really indistinct, yeah.
And then the other image is just a big silvery ball, and that's also ugly. So if you're gonna put
Nice.
art into space, could you make it good art, please?
That's so
yeah,
funny.
I agree.
Yeah. At least like throw some fucking colors on it, like Jackson Pollock that sphere up.
Yeah,
like seriously, like just like hire a bunch of street hooligans to come in and spray paint it, and then it'll be art.
That would
Honest
be
to
cool.
God, it fucking will.
All right, hold on.
Okay, we're
mock
watching
up.
like a 3D video
It's
showing
just
what it's
a
gonna look
big
like.
silver penis in
Wow,
the sky.
it does not look that nice.
It's just a
super shiny.
Big silver dick.
The video we pulled up has 20 dislikes and 32 likes.
People don't like art.
I don't like
Well,
art.
fucking duh, I hate art.
Oh man. Oh my god, we're starting off this episode so well. We're just questioning this art. Like,
What is art?
What is this piece of shit?
Now
What
that
is
is art
God?
right there.
I'd say-
I'm looking at a picture of a cat riding a unicorn. The unicorn's shooting flames out of its mouth, and the cat's holding a goddamn desert eagle. That is art.
That's some 2008 YouTube right there. All right.
Put that shit into space.
That was just our intro. I want everyone here has a special topic they really want to talk about. Who should go first? Should we duel to the death to pick who goes first? I think it should be Michaela.
We haven't
Hey
had
guys,
Michaela
let's
on the
rock
podcast.
paper scissors. I'll rock paper scissors.
All right.
Uh,
Rock
Wait,
paper
Logan,
scissor.
this
What did you put
lie.
down?
Go.
Whatever beats yours is what I got.
Oh, weird, because I got the one that beats yours.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
same.
I just clenched a fist in anger. It's not rock.
That's funny.
Alright, but really, who's
Okay.
going first?
Should I go first? All right.
Yo.
So my topic today is fucking nasty shit.
Dude, I
Um,
love that's my
Nasty
favorite kind of
art.
art.
So listen, Oscar and I are art history minors, so we've learned about pretty much every art movement. And my favorite by far is performance art.
Oh my
Because
god.
it's real fucked up. For example, Seedbed.
Oh no.
Do you remember who
Seedbed.
it's by, Oscar?
Akanchi.
That's right, Seedbed by Akanchi. This guy, his art installation exhibit, he went to a gallery to show off his new art. He rented out a gallery space, and then he put a ramp, a giant ramp the size of the room inside and hid underneath it. And the only thing that was in the room were 2 speakers in each corner of the room. And what Akanchi did was he hid underneath this ramp, and as people walked into the room, he would close his eyes, visualize what he thought they looked like, and moan. That's right. He would jack off to the people in his mind, only it was coming out of the speakers in the room. So his moaning and jerking off was really loud.
I'm reading.
And also, it could have been like children, like
Oh my-
and like old ladies. Like it could have been anyone because he never saw anyone.
Oscar has the Wikipedia page open right now, and I'm reading through it, and it says, over the course of 3 weeks, he masturbated 8 hours a day while mumming things like, you're pushing your cunt down on my mouth, or you're ramming your cock down into my ass.
Yeah, and we learned about that in school. We're paying money to learn about this.
It's not just that. This is impressive because this is at like a normal kind of art gallery in New York
Yeah.
City. It's not like someone found him in an alley doing this.
This
And this has been recreated by other famous performance artists
Yeah.
Oh god, man. Artists are
Marina
all
Abramovic
perverts.
too.
recreated
Yeah,
it, I
she
think.
did in 2005.
Yeah. So I mean, it happened, and now you know about it too.
I'm really upset
Performance
about
art is buck wild. There's that guy who just had one of his friends shoot him.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah,
Burden
that was
just
Chris
got
Burden,
shot.
and it was called Shoot. And he was like, "Hey guys, come check out my brand new art." And everyone, all his friends, came to his house, and he went up to his friend, and he was like, "Hey, okay, here's the art. Shoot me with this gun that you don't know how to use." And his friend was like, "Sure, I guess." and then he shot him in the arm, and he had to go to the fucking hospital, and
that's
was
art.
it. And
Apparently,
that was the art.
apparently the friend didn't actually want to shoot him. They tried to miss, and they somehow had such bad aim they still hit him.
I think the thing was that he like jumped in the way of it. Something like that, because he also had people like crucify him and put him on a car.
Oh god, I don't remember the name of that
Burden is
one.
fucked up.
There's another one by him.
He locked himself in a locker.
Yeah, he locked himself in a locker and like pooped through a tube. Like
for like days before his wife got concerned and like unlocked him.
So this reminds me. I think this is a nice tangent to go with this. I recently watched a documentary, and I think it's called Before the Light Takes Us, and it's a documentary about the black metal scene in Norway in the 90s. And it's like this really infamous story of these guys who all got together and started forming these weird ass black metal bands who it eventually led to people getting obsessed with like the lifestyle of being as metal as possible. And so people started burning churches all over Norway to like get street cred and stuff. And these are like ancient churches, like 1,000-year-old churches. And so these like anarchist black metal guys started like going around and burning them, and it was a big deal. And then it all eventually came crashing down when one of the guys, killed the only, record producer that would make their stuff. He straight up murdered him and then went to prison. But in Norway, the biggest prison sentence you can get is 22 years. So he's out of prison by now. And he has a YouTube channel. And he's like a super right supremacist and a total douchebag. But there's two moments from this that reminded me of what Michaela's talking about with big performance art. The first is one of the original founders of the guy was a guy who just named himself, I think it was Dead or Death. He was just dead. Like his name was Dead. Anyway, one of his roommates like went out for a weekend. When he came back, he found that Dead had killed himself by blowing his brains out with a shotgun. And his first thought was not to go call 911 or anything, but to go get a camera, take a picture, and use it as their next album cover.
Oh my god.
So you can look this up online, this image of this guy's fucking brains blown out of his head.
I'll look that one up right now.
But like, they showed the image in the documentary. It looks fake. Like it's one of those things where we've seen gory images like reproduced so many times that like when you see it for real, your brain kind of tricks yourself into thinking like that looks totally fake. But yeah, it's just like his brains are all over the wall.
All right, we'll log into bestgore.com.
But like that wasn't the part of the movie that really kind of got to me. The one that made me really uncomfortable is it ended by showing this guy's performance art piece where he had a gallery filled with these charcoal sketches he had made, and they're all like black metal inspired charcoal sketches, and like people could spend a day going around and looking at them, and then at night he came in with like a torch and like gasoline and spat fire on his own drawings and burned them all down, and then ended it by stabbing a knife into his arm and like wriggling it around until he was like bleeding out on the couch, and no one was allowed to like touch him or intervene, and they just like watch him like pass out from blood loss on this couch. And part I couldn't watch.
How does a subculture become that deranged?
Because it's all about like it's all about being as metal as possible. Black metal is the most metal you could get.
You know what this reminds me of? Those kids in Russia that like actually started killing themselves for like that weird street game. Do you guys remember what that was called? This is pretty recent.
It was like some Facebook game like Dolphin or something.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like an animal name, but basically if this game became popular in teens in Russia where like you're given instructions, and if you actually did it, and it's usually some kind of minor crime, then you would get more instructions, and the final instruction was to kill yourself. And like apparently like a significant amount of people actually did it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And that's art, people.
and this is art.
Michaela, do you have anything else to say about performance art?
I could. I could keep going.
There is so much weird, bad Not
Does Free
bad.
has performance art?
Yes.
Well, we could talk about Carolee Schneemann.
Yeah,
Please.
Schneemann.
It's hard to say, but either way,
Shoes.
she has a piece called Interior,
Interior
Scroll,
Scroll.
where she pulls the piece out of her vagina.
She basically has a very long scroll of fabric of paper. I'm sorry, and it has like a monologue on it, but it's literally in her vagina. And as she pulls it out of her vagina, she like reads what she had written on it. And
Does
that's
she get like
Interior
paper cuts?
Scroll.
Oh, man.
I don't want
If she did, it'd be part of the
There
art.
is one piece by a woman named Annie Sprinkle, who is also a porn star known for water sports.
Is her porn star name Anus
No.
Sprinkle?
It's Annie Sprinkle.
Ooh.
I think
Oh.
she got it legally changed to that. I think. Either way, her weird piece was called Public Cervix Announcement. And she
Oh,
got this
no.
medical tool that makes your vagina open wide.
Ooh, I
Oh,
thought, man, I
no.
thought I knew the name of that.
The name of that tool?
Yeah, it's like, shit.
Gotta
The
do it once a
Expandotron.
year.
The Expandotron? No,
So-
it's like a
Being a
gynecologist
woman.
tool.
So she puts the Expandotron in, and she sits in a throne and tells the audience to look inside as much as they want.
And
That's it.
Does she like leave little things in there?
No.
Just
Like
like
a little surprise.
encouraging
Little
notes?
Easter
Like,
eggs.
Like a
there's
Lego man.
You can do
Your
it.
best.
A fortune cookie.
Believe in yourself.
Ah,
my God.
there it is. My keys!
Imagine if
Staring.
Imagine if she stole something from each audience member
Oh
and
my
put
God.
it in her vagina.
Like
and
she's
then
just
they
a
had
really
to
good
get it out.
pickpocket, and it's just like, now reach in and get it back.
Wow, this
She's got a
Wikipedia page-
shitload of like loose change and gum sticks in her vag.
I actually
Ew.
forgot about this piece. Ana Mendieta, who is a Cuban performance artist, she invited her friends over to, I'm pretty sure it was to her apartment or wherever she was, and she faked getting raped in front of her friends.
Yeah, that happened.
And like there was a monologue about how rape is bad, obviously, but like there was I forgot all the context, but I know that during the time rape was like not being taken as seriously as it should be.
Weirdly,
Yeah.
that people don't take rape as seriously as it should be. It's not as
Yeah.
if there's like
Yeah.
a billion sexual assault charges coming out almost every day.
Yeah. Hey everyone, rape is bad.
Hey,
Don't rape.
you heard it here first, everybody. Rape is bad.
Please,
rape.
please cease all the raping. Thank you.
Hey, you. Hey, yeah, that's right, you. Stop raping.
We
Stop
know
raping
what
that
you
person
did last
right
Stop
now.
raping.
You probably
No.
raped yourself.
Oh my god.
That's right.
Oh god, we delved into the rape. Okay.
Hey,
Do you
guys
think you've
remember
ever...
Do you guys remember fart rape?
What? Oh, I do! I do know about that.
No.
Basically, some guy farted pretty close to a woman and she called it fart rape, and this wasn't, like, it wasn't satire and it wasn't faked.
Yeah, like there was a
yeah.
Twitter post about like a case of fart rape being done on some university campus because it's when like a man farts so loud that a woman feels threatened and like she isn't allowed to emit flatulence because his flatulence is so domineering.
Guys, I'm offended that we're not taking fart rape very seriously.
Honestly, I think we need
I-
to start
no,
a movement.
no,
Guys,
honestly,
please stop
I've-
fart rape. It's bad. All rape is bad, but
Lachlan,
especially
I'm
fart
trying to
rape.
bare my soul here. I've
I've
been
also-
fart raped.
I've also heard of stare rape, which is...
I've been a teenage boy. Other boys will hold you down and fart rape you all night.
I'm just thinking
Oh, that's
about like
happened to me,
somebody
actually.
gaping open your
See?
asshole and farting.
See, it's
into
all
it.
coming out. People, fart rape is an epidemic and we're not taking it seriously.
I'm gonna fart
my
rape.
my big issue when people bring up shit like that is that you are making actual rape victims so
No,
like
it's really,
it
really
really
bad.
muddies things.
It's
and
horrible.
not-
It's already people are already way too scared to like call out their rapists
Yeah.
because our society doesn't give a shit about rape victims. They would much rather defend the fucking high school fucking football stars that gang rape some girls, and they're like, but what about their future? Fuck you. God,
Okay.
fuck you and fuck them.
But can you fart rape yourself? Like I'm gonna fart rape
Oh,
myself.
I
but I'm
definitely-
farting so loud that I
Lock
wake up.
her!
Have you ever like been in a car with yourself and then you just can't stop fart raping?
Shit.
I hate everything.
Uh,
Oh my god, someone please bring up their art topic.
Wait, okay, but
Okay.
actually I totally have fart raped myself. Because have you noticed? Listen, because have you
I'm
guys
in
ever
agony.
noticed that when you fart in the shower, it's especially
Yeah.
stinky?
Yeah.
Like,
Wet
I think that
farts.
counts as
Wet
fart-
farts are the worst.
Yeah, like I think that counts as
Ew.
fart raping yourself,
Ew.
right?
Like,
Wet
you fucking
fart in
hotbox
shower?
yourself in your own farts and you just fart rape
Ew.
yourself.
Yeah,
my
and it's
God.
just a bad
Lock-
situation
Lochran.
altogether.
Have you ever farted so hard, like, it's kind of painful because it vibrates your anus so hard?
I have legitimately, like, farted on a couch and felt my ass vibrate and go, did the person next to me vibrate? Because I'm
Guys, we've
so
been talking
worried.
about farts for like 15 minutes.
No, we need to talk about art! Or Halloween!
We're
I don't
fucking
care!
adults.
This is art.
Ugh.
This is fucking art. Fuck off.
Lochran, it's either me or you. You wanna go?
I'll go. Okay, so we're gonna move from fart rape to something very serious and realistic. Today, I want to discuss with you the idea that memes are art. And
Yeah,
Alright.
I want to
Present your damn argument well, Lochran.
I already agree.
thank you, Alan. You're a genius because essentially what memes are is basically an expression of absurdism based in the essentially terror of living as a millennial / like late Gen Xer. And basically people like ages from approximately like 18 to 38, let's call it. Fucking like according to this article on the Washington Post.
I was about to say, what are you?
There's an
What are
article?
you reading all your information
According
from
to
here.
an
here?
article on
Surprise.
WashingtonPost.com titled "Why is Millennial Humor So Weird?" There is 71%.
All right. First of all, fuck you, Washington Post.
Wait, I've read that article.
it's
I
a
remember the meme it used.
it's a good fucking
bad
article.
Good article,
Approximately,
bad meme.
71% of millennials hate their job. 19%, the other part of that dislikes the government, and then 57% feel, lonely and isolated. So you take these fucking shitty internet macro images that don't fucking mean anything. Like, if you didn't know anything about internet culture and you were to look at, like, a fucking Family Guy 4-panel comic, like, you probably just shit and have an aneurysm. Like, it's just not gonna happen for you. Because all of these kids are just expressing, basically, absurdism. What it is compared to is, Dadaism, which was a European avant-garde movement in the 20th
Yeah.
century.
We know about Dadaism.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe the fucking viewers don't, asshole.
Okay, we understand
If
that.
you don't know what Dada is, get the fuck out of my podcast. Get the fuck out of my art podcast. This is only for real art.
Hey,
For
Lochran.
real artists.
Hey,
and
Lochran.
Hey, officer.
fart rape.
Lochran, what does Dada mean?
Dada wasn't it like a hobby horse?
It mean- Dada doesn't mean anything. It's a nonsense word.
Because
Dude,
Dada
no.
art means nothing because it's a nonsense art form.
I really
According-
like that argument that you gave, Lochran. I actually think that's a pretty good
No,
argument.
legitimately, that's a
Yeah.
very, a very
According-
good...
To Wikipedia,
Oh
quote,
my God.
there is no consensus on the origin of the name, but it's ideal. The idea is that Dadaism came in from
Oh, he's
somebody
still on.
throwing a knife at a
still
dictionary
talking
and it
about
landed
that.
on the word Dada, which is a French hobby horse.
Sure.
Guess what, fool?
That's not what we
You
learned.
can't cite Wikipedia, so your
Ooh!
argument's invalid.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you
get
Fuck, I
college
remembered you're a
dog.
college student. God damn it.
Yeah.
But basically, to quote Albert Camus, who is who is coined as the father of absurdism, thank you.
Sure.
The absurd is born in the confrontation between the human need for happiness and reason and the unreasonable silence of the world. Which, in a world where religion is suddenly phasing out as something that's important, and the family unit is becoming less and less important as baby boomers continue to ruin fucking everything.
Everything.
That is true.
There's basically this consensus, and all you have to do is look on like social media, like look on one fucking Twitter account that belongs to a millennial, and there's gonna have like one tweet with 5,000 notes that's gonna be like, "Lol, I'm depressed."
Yeah, the end of this article the last sentence of this article is so funny.
In common internet parlance, Lol, nothing matters.
But before that, it even says creating an aesthetic world.
I do think it's really interesting how literally our entire generation is so, like, existential.
Wait,
like, it's all of us. We're all just fucking depressed.
It's a really good point that we understand memes in, like, it, like, unites people in a way.
What the thing about memes is, like, it is just, like, extreme postmodern art. And it's like...
it doesn't... Sorry, go ahead.
No.
Art, I mean, not art. Well, I guess in this case, we're calling it that.
It's art.
Memes, once they stopped being, like, bad,
Rage
Brian,
comics.
Mhm.
Yeah, after Rage comics and macros, like, things got good.
Yeah. No, a friend of mine was telling me that, like, he has another friend who's, like, studying memes, like,
Oh my
for
God.
school, or he's,
Oh,
like, writing a
no.
paper about memes, and he's, like, cut it into, I think, 3 classifications. There's pre-ironic memes, there's ironic memes, and then there's post-ironic memes.
And that's what we're
Holy
at,
shit.
right?
Yeah.
Mostly.
Fucking shit.
It's
I know.
true, though.
Wait, the
it
memes
really
that
is
are-
true.
The memes that are around now, it's like a picture, a really blurry picture of like a dog, and in like some obscure font it says LOL orange juice. Am I right?
The fact that we find that funny.
Exactly. Everyone
The fact
laughs at
alone that we find that funny, what you just fucking said.
No, I legitimately think, like, 50 years from now, there will be, like, intelligent breakdowns of, like, memes as this movement in art. And it's gonna be sad to look back on, I think. Like, a
This
lot
is,
of us
like,
are gonna
really
shake our
true.
The
heads.
history of memes.
But it's gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's
I
gonna
really
happen.
do think that this is like an expression of like I am lost entirely in the world and I don't feel like I have a purpose. Here's a picture of a dog with glowing eyes talking about being a good boy. Like,
You know what I wonder? You know what this
Like,
makes me
yeah.
wonder? This makes me wonder, like, 30 years from now, when we're pretty old adults, if the younger generation is gonna get our memes or not.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
don't know.
Like, I
this
wonder if
meme
it's
is from the
just us or
future.
if
You
it's
don't
gonna
get the
keep
reference
going.
yet.
I also wonder if, like, obviously memes will be different by then, but I wonder if we would still get them?
Yeah.
Would
If
we...
we get their humor, I mean.
I kind of doubt it,
No,
honestly.
I think, like, memes are so fast moving, they become relevant and then irrelevant immediately as
very
they show
true.
up.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know,
like,
I mean, honestly, I think it'd be possible that we'd keep up with it, because if you think about it, we, like, back in high school, middle school, when memes were first becoming more of a thing, I guess, like, we laughed at a picture of a cat being like, oh, I think I lost an electron. In fact,
Can I
I'm
have
almost
cheeseburger?"
positive! And it's funny.
My science teacher brought that image to class and put it on the wall. So...
Good.
So,
Alan.
like, that's what you get. But then we have memes where it's like, you know, boy, I sure do want to fucking die today. And then he, like,
LOL,
Yeah.
you
just
too?
fucking
Comment,
dies.
subscribe.
Alan, I have to tell you a secret of mine.
oh,
It's something I noticed about you, actually.
so it's a secret of mine?
Yes, but only I know it.
Not for
are you
long.
gonna
I'm
say
going
it?
to reveal something about yourself.
Oh my god. Are you
Your
about to...
shirt's on inside out.
Wow! Nice meme, everybody! Nice meme!
Oh, I want to check the wavelength for that one. Oh my god, you broke the wavelength.
I
Good.
rest in peace, everyone with headphones. No, excuse me. I'm fully aware that my shirt is inside out, and also to people listening, it's not just a shirt. It is an undershirt. It is a tank top, and so it does not fucking matter whether or not it is inside out because it has no tag, and it doesn't matter. I was wearing a sweater earlier. I was wearing another shirt, and now I'm wearing this shirt because it's warm in here.
So,
I was just
Nice.
trying to be a good friend.
is it so that people
We're
won't
bad
call it a
friends.
wife beater? They'll call it something else because it's inside out.
No, you're gonna call it a
Yeah.
Michaela beater in
Oh
a
my-
second.
oh,
No,
no.
God.
You can say
Oh,
puppy
fuck.
beater.
Is this
I actually
art?
want to add. I want to add to
This is
the
art.
meme conversation. There
That's-
is one subgenre of memes that have become actual art, and that's vaporwave. That's considered an
Ooh.
art
That's
movement.
true.
I
Yeah.
love vaporwave.
Yeah.
I really do.
Vaporwave is considered a music and art movement. It has its own Wikipedia page, and yeah, it's considered its own art genre.
And there are
and
even other
music.
there are even
I mean,
other like
art.
we haven't even gotten into like meme isn't just like a movement in art, it's like a whole category. It like it spans different mediums. Like there's meme music, like fucking.
True.
There's like
Filthy Frank.
yeah, there's Filthy Frank. There's the Shooting Star thing. There's the fucking you reposted in the wrong neighborhood. Like that song immediately, just the name of it will confuse
Yeah.
anyone over the age
You
of 40.
posted in the wrong neighborhood.
And
yeah,
the fucking
true.
art is Shaggy with his head on wrong.
Yeah. But it's just like there are meme rappers who are like getting
Oh my
a
God.
career based on
Really?
just being like ridiculous
Yeah.
rappers. Like
Ice JJ Fish.
Young Gravy is one of my favorites. If
3Pac.
I 3Pac. I highly recommend everyone look up Young Gravy because he's good
Sounds
shit.
Good.
I love
Is it
Young
young
Gravy.
like the word
Oh,
young,
yeah,
or
no,
Y-U-N-G?
Y-U-N-G, you know it. You know it. But he like does like he
Absolutely.
samples all these old like 1950s gravy commercials.
Oh my God.
but
that
it's
sounds incredible.
good.
Wow, you know, I feel like, wow, this has made me see memes in a very different light, and I hate that I just said that so much.
My
I
eyes have
hate-
been
I hate
opened.
that we had this entire conversation.
Let's
I'm
burn
glad
the
that you now
podcast.
recognize. I'm glad that you now recognize that essentially memes are just a branch of absurdism.
No, it's true. That really
Wow.
is.
I have felt the light, and it touched me.
Hey,
I can't
hey,
believe I'm
Lochran.
gonna say
Good,
this,
good
but
talk. Good topic.
thanks.
Good job.
Thanks. Thank you, Lochran.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Lochran. You did a good job.
Peter.
It's the first time in his
No.
life he's ever
No,
been
no.
thanked for something.
Don't-
Hey,
they'll ruin
Peter,
it
what
now.
if
Honest to
fidget
God,
spin
I've
my
never
dick?
done
No,
anything
no.
useful.
I mean, you're on this podcast.
Alan, what's
That doesn't
Oh
count for
no!
fucking anything.
Oscar got me to look at his pussy hands.
Oh yeah!
What? What's the pussy
Oh.
hands, guys?
Pussy-handed. I don't know what it's called. What is that fucking called?
I don't know. I just call it the pussy hands.
I'm like, what's it called, Lochran, when you make like the OK symbol below your leg?
I don't know what the fuck that means. I really don't.
But it's
I
the
don't know
pussy
what it-
hand. I'm
the
glad none of us
pussy hand.
know.
all right.
I guess I'm our last topic.
I thought you went first.
That was just the intro.
Oh, I mean, I had kind of one, but
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna follow fucking the
yeah,
breakdown
mine doesn't
of memes
follow.
as art.
Yeah.
I was just going to bring up. There's this wonderful website called thisiscolossal.com,
Oh, I've
and
heard
it
of
is for all cool things art. It like has galleries of really cool design projects and illustrations, videos, and things like that.
It seems nice.
I also went and saw the new Blade Runner movie, and I think that's art.
Nice.
It
I
felt
haven't
like
seen
art.
it, so I can't agree or disagree. But I heard it's good.
It's very arty.
Mm.
I don't think I know shit about Blade Runner.
Well, it's okay because even if you've seen Blade Runner, you don't know shit about Blade
There's a-
Runner.
That's
How many
funny.
Blade Runners are there?
There are 2 now.
Ah.
But yeah, it's like Blade Runner's all about what is reality, and you know nothing, Jon Snow. So I watched it and I was like, what is reality?
Ooh, that's blue and orange.
Okay,
It's very
I'm
blue
sorry,
and orange.
I
but-
just learned what the upside down okay hand sign means.
What does it mean?
It's called the circle game, and the goal is to get someone to look at you making the upside down A-OK hand sign, like to draw their attention to your hand, and if they look at it, then you get to hit them.
Yeah, that was
oh,
the
I
whole
gotta
thing.
hit you!
Yeah. You didn't know that? I got beaten up in high school. Ah, a lot for that. Ah! I need to tell you now, this has all been a sham. Oscar's not been hitting me.
I'm hitting myself really hard.
Yes, he's just...
Okay, can I interrupt with it? I'm like browsing Tumblr here.
Okay,
As you do.
casual on our podcast.
Fucking
Listen.
basic bitch.
Listen,
Oh.
but there's a post.
Oh, wait, it's almost Halloween. Basic Witch.
Oh.
that.
Sorry.
And it's a note from Yoko Ono, which is why
Oh
I'm
my
bringing it up.
God.
Oh yeah,
Yoko
speaking of
Ono.
bullshit art.
And it just says, body piece. Stand in the evening light until you become transparent or until you fall asleep. 1961 summer.
Gee,
And
I
it's
wonder...
Oh my god.
It's called Grapefruit.
I wonder what happened more often. Did she become transparent or did she fall asleep?
I
Oh
guess
my
we'll
God.
never know.
Okay, so I'm gonna play a small clip from a Yoko Ono's cover of Katy Perry's Firework. I can only play a few seconds to avoid copyright,
Mm-hmm.
but I think
'Cause-
everyone will enjoy it.
It's legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
Gonna
seen this
fast forward a
before.
bit.
This is good. Let's
Fast forward.
And we got
There
the
it is.
ACA.
Huh, huh.
Okay. Well, that's Yoko Ono's cover of Firework.
She's a
It's
crazy
lovely.
person.
No, it's beautiful. It's a
That was supposed to be
It's art.
She hit all the art.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's art.
You know, you didn't hear it? She was talking about paper bags drifting through the wind.
No, I
And
heard her
art.
go, ah! And it was great.
Well,
You just
maybe
don't-
you're deaf.
You just said,
You just-
maybe you're a firework.
You just don't get. You just don't get the art.
Yeah, I guess Lachlan's just dumb. This is what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about, not Yoko Ono, street art.
Yeah.
I want to know
Yeah.
your guys' opinion on graffiti.
Oops.
Oh,
I
my
dropped.
graffiti can.
I dropped my art.
Well,
I love graffiti. I love street art so much. I was in Barcelona for 4 months, and there's so much great graffiti, like spray painted art all over the place. You see a few like common things, like there's like this three-eyed this guy with 3 eyeballs that you would see all over the city.
why would you keep seeing him? Was it the same tagger? Or...
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, people just like go around and like, cause like taggers, like graffiti artists get into like kind of tag wars with each
Yeah.
other, where they're like, one of them will tag a wall, and then a different guy will come back and paint over it, and
Oh,
then they just like go
shit.
back and forth
Yeah.
until it's like, and it's also really funny. I went to Rome for 1 weekend, and it's so fun. It's so funny. The graffiti in Rome is either a swastika or hammer and sickle, and they're usually like competing for each other. So
Oh
wherever
my
you see a
God.
swastika, it'll get crossed out and then covered over with a hammer and
That's
sickle,
incredible.
and vice
That's
versa.
funny.
But I think street art is
Nice.
amazing, and
I-
we should embrace it.
I enjoy street art. One aspect of street art people don't talk about much that I love are stickers. I
Mm.
love stickers. I don't know if
Nerd.
they're like, I don't know if they're just not popular to begin with or if they're dying or something. I don't know much about it, so I could be wrong, but when I do see a sticker that's obviously like a tag, I love them. They're so cool.
I take them.
Yeah,
when I
I
was
take
in-
them if I can.
When I was in Barcelona, I would take stickers off the sidewalk and put them on my skateboard.
Yeah.
That was my hobby.
Yeah, our school actually had a whole exhibition on street stickers.
I
They,
loved
like-
that. That was, I think,
so
our
cool.
my favorite of
It was
our.
my favorite. There's only one kind of street art I don't like, and it's people that aren't. It's not art. It's just a tag. Like
Yeah.
you just write your street name
Mhm.
and it's ugly.
Yeah.
I think that is just making something ugly. You did not even try.
You know, you gotta take the good with the bad. You should look up right now. There's an amazing Paris street artist that I love. Just write in Haircut, Herakut. They do really cool, big canvas style paintings on sides of buildings and shit. Just go to Google Images.
oh, I've seen these before.
Yeah. I'm super proud. I think my proudest moment as an artist is I made a sketch based on their like the way that they draw people. I made a sketch that was kind of similar, and then
It's
I
uncanny.
put it on Instagram and I tagged them in it. I was like, "Hey, it's inspired by this." And they liked it.
Oh,
That's
that's
amazing.
awesome.
I got a like from them.
Oh.
That's so
We'll
good.
link Haircut in the description below.
Yeah, they're super cool and creepy, but I love it.
Yes, Larkin. I'm curious about your opinion on street
what?
art because on street art, I feel like you'd be the one with a different opinion if you do have one.
I hate all these fucking hooligans mucking up my perfectly gentrified neighborhood, but
Yep, that's it. That
There-
sounds like
there it
something
is.
Lachlan would say.
There's the Larkin response. No pit bulls or art in my neighborhood.
honest to God, fucking pit bulls and Rottweilers and hooligans, get out. If you're gonna spray paint over this fucking business I spent so much time painting fucking beige, then you can just get the fuck out of my neighborhood.
I put everything in a sepia tone, and that's how I liked it.
Like, I mean, it sort of depends. There's just like street art that's like actually good street art, then I don't care. But if you're just gonna write your fucking gang name on the side of a building, then please get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Again, I think you got to take good with the bad.
No,
It
you
just
don't. You can
sucks.
just deport everyone that's bad.
We're trying.
Whoa.
We're trying very hard.
Yeah.
Our weather machines aren't doing it fast enough, apparently.
Michaela, how
Donald
do you
Trump's
feel
working on it.
about graffiti?
I agree with everyone else because I'm basic.
Wow, you
That's
fucking
good.
white girl, get out of my podcast.
Did you just assume her race?
I feel like we
yeah.
needed. I feel like this episode, like, the best part was the memes. Oh my god.
Yeah, we peaked at memes.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because normally I'm tired of discussing memes on this show, but that was
That was an intelligent breakdown of memes.
I
That
know,
was
I feel
good.
like I'm finally able to watch Rick and Morty.
And I
You
stole
made it.
all
You're
of it.
smart enough.
To be
You're
fair,
smart
you have to
enough
have
for
a
Rick and
really
Morty.
high IQ to listen to our podcast.
Mhm.
But no, I stole almost all of my points from the fucking article because you guys just kind of took it and ran, and I was like, shit, that's my topic.
I know I know after now that you did mostly get it from the article, but it's still a good argument.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean,
thanks, people from Washington Post.
I
Yeah.
hate the article name, but, I get it.
Yeah, there are
Elizabeth
people
Brunig.
in the fucking comments of that article being like, why is millennial humor so weird? And he's like, just replace weird with childish and you've got your answer. And so, like, that's a baby boomer, obviously.
Ooh,
God,
we
why
got
the fuck don't
owned.
baby boomers
Like, if
get
owned.
art?
Like baby boomers, I bet when someone dies, they don't even comment with F.
Like, what the fuck is their goddamn problem?
Don't
And
even pay
when I
respect.
die, I want my funeral to be like, I want a bunch of foam Fs to be handed out the door. I want them thrown into my grave and then cremated with me.
You're joking, Lochran, but like 50 years from now, I'll do that. I'll do it for you.
God,
Because
this
I'll be
is
the
why
one that
you're
killed
the
We're
him.
fucking-
gonna-
Oh.
I'm gonna put an F in your weird wolf slit.
Ugh.
Do you mean
Is
my
it a slit in
wolf
his
penis?
costume or?
Yeah, like I'm gonna dock it inside there.
All right.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Since I'm
Yeah.
the Wolfman and not actually Lochran.
That
This
is true.
This is the Halloween episode special. I'm actually a wolf.
All right,
Woof,
well,
woof,
I
I'm a
gotta
woof.
say thank you all for listening to this week's delicious, arty
Farty.
Halloween farty
Yes,
Fart
very arty,
raping!
very farty.
episode of Happy Trail Mix. I can't wait for you guys to listen next Sunday if your IQ is high enough.
If it is.
If
We
it's
upload
not, then
every
get the
Sunday.
fuck out.
And occasionally Monday, apparently.
Apparently.
We're on iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube, and a lot of small apps. And I hope to see you there.
Heck yeah, girl, get
Um,
lit.
Stop raping.
Please stop.
Goodbye.
farting. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Michaela.
Yes.